Hey everybody, this is Chester from the Other Deer Hunters. Welcome back. Today we're going to be working on the Polaris midsize 570 Ranger. We have a new Tractor Supply winch that we're going to combine with a KFI install kit and see if we can get the winch working on the new Polaris 570 Ranger. So stick with us and we'll see how it goes. I wanted to show you the components before we started putting it together. I got the bumper off the Polaris. This is a KFI mount. It comes with a steel plate and also an adapter depending on what type of winch you have. This bolts in place of where the grill was on the original bumper in this hole up here. This is the Traveler 3,500 pound winch from Tractor Supply. Got a really good deal on this. They had a sale half price. It was only $80. So it's reported to be a really good winch, you know, for ATVs. So we're going to try it out. So I'm going to start installing the parts now, and then we'll take a second look a little bit later. Okay, we've got the winch attached to the mounting plate and the bumper. There is a supplied plate that is used with some winches. Our winch did require it, some winches won't. And so we bolted all those up together. It looks like it's aligned properly. So now we're going to go ahead and attach it. The leads right there. And here is where our real problem began. When we mounted the winch and then tried to attach the bumper back onto the Polaris, the terminal, electrical terminal on the winch was touching the radiator, actually pressing against it. So we had to take it off, and that shouldn't be a big problem. We should be able to take a couple of bolts out of the motor housing, turn it 90 degrees, reinstall it, and have the terminals mounted in a vertical position instead of horizontal. But that's not possible with this winch. Every other winch I know of can be rotated 90 degrees and used with the terminals in a horizontal or vertical position, but not the Traveler winch. This is where the failure began, and I had to start all over with a new Champion 4,000 pound winch. And yes, it's embarrassing that I could not finish the winch install for the Ranger 570, but I thought it was more important to go ahead and publish the video so you would know that you can't use this winch with a Polaris 570. You may be able to use it on the full size, but it's probably doubtful. So I would not recommend this Traveler's winch for this particular application. I think the winch probably worked fine if you have room to mount it, but for the Ranger 570, it was a no-go. Since we could not get the Traveler winch to work with our 570 Ranger, we went with the Champion 4,000 pound ATV winch. This winch is very easy to install. In fact, it came with the terminals mounted vertically. You can change them to horizontal if you want. It also includes the color-coded wiring, so that all the wires that go from the winch are color-coded blue and yellow that go back to the contactor. The contactor was included in the kit, and the contactor terminals are actually painted the color that matches the cable, so it's really easy to install. So we mounted the contactor under the seat, ran the blue and yellow wires underneath the floorboard of the Polaris. It's really easy to get to inside. You just center section of the floorboard. It's got about 6 or 8 screws. You just pull that out, and you get full access under there, and you can go in, run your cables back to the battery area compartment, and then you can tie those down and secure them so they won't be flopping around and getting in the way of the drive shaft. So that was real simple. After those cables were mounted, we were able to install the switch on the dash, and then everything else was real easy. The Champion switch for the winch is very easy to install. I just found a bolt hole right here where you normally use for the doors. I'm not going to run doors on mine, so it was convenient because I could mount it there, and then the wire could go straight down between the dash and the windshield into the front compartment to connect to the hot wire on the electrical bus. So you have 3 switch wires. One comes down, connects to the power. The other 2 goes underneath the floorboard. And they're color coded black and green. So these 2 wires have terminals coming off the contactor. You just plug those in. You can't get them backwards because one's male, one's female. Plug those in and you're in business and you're ready to go. Here's a shot of the Champion winch after it was installed on the Ranger 570. It seems to be working great, and we're real happy to have this project finished. I hope it helps someone when they're. I hope it helps you if you're planning to install a winch on your Ranger or any other type of ATV. We ran into a few obstacles, but we were able to overcome them, and we have a working winch on our 570. So we appreciate you stopping by. We ask you that you subscribe to our channel. We should have a few more videos coming out about the Ranger 570 soon. And also, our next scope review is going to be on the Bearing Optics Hogster 35. So please come back and check that out. It should be up in the next month. Thank you very much.